Sigma is gunning for the wildlife throne. Nikon's jacking up prices, and rental houses are cashing in while you debate your next camera body. Oh, and compact cameras, they back. They back like retro Jordans. Let's decode this and let's see where the money at. Let's go. Let's talk about it.
You're listening to Content and Cash, a FlashFilm Academy podcast. If you want to learn how to take pretty pictures, this is not the place. But if you're ready to make a living by learning the business behind the camera, buckle up, because it's time to turn passion into profit with your host, Ty Turner.
Let's get this show on the road today. I'm gonna punch you in the throat quick, get you in and get you out. What's cracking? It's your boy Ty, and you're locked in on Content and Cash. The podcast is here to help you make ends meet with your camera. If you can shoot, you can earn, and we are the place to start. All right, the FlashFilm framework, which we just introduced, our new system, compiling everything that we offer, has helped thousands of creators make a living. So before we jump in it, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let me pop it up on the screen. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything. First things first, let's start with Sigma, right? Because Sigma's just got a new patent for a 200 to 800 millimeter super telephoto zoom lens. It is a patent pending. That's where we're getting this information from. It's a pending patent. So we're not just making it up. But Sigma's cooking up a monster telephoto zoom in the 200 to 800 millimeter lens. This could be the next go-to for wildlife and sport shooters who can't drop 13K on a Canon lens. Big potential at lower price points. And the impact is a real shakeup for creators who are needing reach without selling a kidney. If you're into sports photography, the high-end lenses are the cost of cheap cars. And it's kind of time for that price to come down. Who else better to give us that than Sigma? So something you should know about. Next, let's talk about the compact camera boom, because sales of compact cameras are spiking. Even as tariffs raise and shopping costs, and you want to know why. It's because of the TikTok boom, the TikTok portability boom, and the rising of what you can call DSLR fatigue, which people don't want to carry them big cameras to get that quality, and they want a little more quality than what's on your cell phones. So plus the retro point and shoot is kind of hot again. This nostalgia kick for the younger kids is crazy, but it's happening. So we can't ignore it. If you're not selling compact centric kits, you're missing a bag. And a lot of companies understand that, hey, cameras ain't about the high-end professionals anymore. It's about the content creators. And we got to embrace that area, because it's a lot of money in that area. Next, North America camera rental marketing is booming right now, right? The industry reports with indie projects and creators and agencies scaling faster than budgets. Rentals are on the rise, especially for cinema rigs, high-end glass, and gimbals. There's money in renting. If you're not monetizing your gear, you may be sleeping. So this may be an opportunity for you to start renting your gears, because rental houses are saying, hey, people aren't buying. They can't afford to buy, or they don't want to spend the money. They're renting. I know over in FlashFilm Academy, we have a section where you can rent your gear to other FlashFilm Academy members and make money. So just something to think about. If you're looking for ways to make money and you're sitting on some gear or glass that could possibly make you some money. Up next, Nikon is raising U.S. prices due to tariffs. Of course, this was effective as of May 22nd, and this comes from Nikon rumors. Nikon hiking prices on most bodies and lenses, citing increased cost and import duties. Expect a 5 to 10% bump. Now, this pretty much means upgrade now or pay more later. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I don't always know that this often feel like a ploy to get you to buy now in fear of what prices could be. I'm not saying that's what it is. I just feel like there's a lot of that going on. All right. So, and this is, they kind of want you to upgrade now, or prepare to spend more. And this is kind of your last chance to adjust your client pricing to reflect tariffs, because a lot of guys, if you are a photographer or videographer, you should have a price increase because of tariff. So up next, we're going to break down a simple mistake that's killing your profit margins. But first, we got to tell you about our Capture and Convert Kit. Over here at FlashFilm Academy is free. I'm giving y'all 5 courses, 2 ebooks to start making money. It's free. I right here. And it's loud. It's everything you need to start your business, start making money on the side, make ends meet, make money with your camera. That's the thing. That's what we're about here at FlashFilm Academy. You got this skill set, you got this gear you've invested in. Why are you having a hard time making ends meet? And you shouldn't be. You should have the ability to make ends meet. So we teach you how to do just that. Let's say you don't want to start a full-fledged business. Hey, Ty, I don't want to go all in the deep end. I just want to make a little money, so I'm not broke, I'm not hungry, and my current job suffice. Cool, we got it. Come over to FlashFilm Academy. We're going to help you do just that. All right. Up next in the last segment, too many creators, and this is a question that I got in. This is the question of the week, I guess. Well, you know what? No, this is the regular segment. We get to the question of the week next. Too many creators fall into the trap of taking low-paying gigs, thinking it leads to more work, but it usually leads to burnout, scope creep, and clients who don't value your skill. So I want to talk about how to fix it real quick. One is we got to set a minimum project price, right? I don't never say my prices are X, Y, and Z, but I'm quick to say that most projects on the scope of what you're asking for usually start in the range of blank. I try to set that up front because I want to disqualify clients. Next, I want to focus on high value clients who understand ROI. If I got to explain to you why you need video, or if I got to beg you to get video, you're not the client I'm looking for. And often y'all trying to convince people they need video, and you don't want to spend time there. Next, and I like to do that by the next step is using qualifying questions before sending a quote, right? An example is a $500 video may cost you this is kind of an example. A $500 video may cost you $1,000 in time and opportunity. And it could block you from that $5,000 client. So chasing low money clients ain't the way to go. You don't want to do it. I know you think some money is better than no money, but that's not always the case. So in the comments, I want to know a lowballing gig you walked away from. What was an exposure trap or a gig that was just like, you do this and we're going to have you walked away from? I want to hear about it because I've walked away from plenty, and you have to have the ability to walk away. That's the benefit of being a business owner, is your ability to say no, and you have to have that. All right. Coming up next, we're going to answer a viewer question that could change how you pitch your next client. Very important. All right. So question of the week is, how do I convince a client that video is worth the cost? And we just talked about this in the previous one, and I wanted to kind of roll into this one because the answer is to show them ROI. But if they don't understand ROI, you're wasting your time. So don't pitch gear, of course, and don't pitch time. Pitch results. Use before and after content examples, not images, but social proof. Sell outcomes, not equipment. So we created images for this company that went from this to that. All right. If you got a question, let me get my pop-up up here, because we like to have a question of the week. If you had a question, feel free to ask us. I always get it act like it never want to pop up. Boom, there we go. So if you got questions, go to questions.flashfilmacademy.com. We will be more than happy to have your question featured. You can submit it via text, audio, or video. All right. So whatever your question is, a lot of times we pull them from the academy because we have these conversations over in the inside. And if you're not a member, consider joining FlashFilm Academy. We've just made tons of updates. Everything is more categorized, more in order. We got a new onboard process to help walk you through so you're not stuck when you do join the academy. And the goal is to get you up and running in 90 days, period. Point blank, period. We want to get you up and running so you're making money in 90 days. So join the academy over at flashfilmacademy.com. If you don't know, now you know. There's the information. And we drop new heat like this every single week to help upgrade your business, to help you think differently, to help you grow the business side of content creation. And if you're tired of guessing, go ahead and grab the free Capture and Convert Kit. As always, every business around you need content. The question you got to ask yourself is, why aren't they hiring you? When you're ready to answer that question, come on and join FlashFilmAcademy.com. All right? If you learned something, let me know what you learned in the comments below, and I will see you in the next episode.
You've been listening to Content and Cash, a FlashFilm Academy podcast. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and go to our webpage at www.flashfilmacademy.com.